reality radio in this thing.
Royal Reality Radio, y'all. All right. You said I had a long header today, huh? My topic is long.
Nah, your title.
My topic. Yeah. Don't give up when it's not looking the way you want it to look.
Okay.
If you're not getting the results that you want to get, don't give up.
That's right.
So specifically today, I want to focus on relationships. Reason being, I've had some people that I've been talking to lately that I have been giving advice to, and I just felt led to let's just elaborate a little bit on that and how real that is. Like I kind of threw it at you, and you said, "Okay, I can relate to that."
Yeah.
You know, so it's one thing to speak on someone; it's the other thing to help people that may have questions about things or may have, I don't know, just kind of feel lost right now. I kind of feel like, you know what, every single time I think I'm doing good, every single time I think something going to go right, every single time I think I'm about to land that position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time.
Mm-hmm,
I think I'm about to get it. I'm about to win. They're going to pull my number. And what happens?
It don't go like how you planned
it. It don't happen. They don't call your name.
Okay.
You still running into a brick wall.
Okay, little child.
You know what I'm saying? You still waiting on that big break or whatever the situation is.
I see you, little chain over
All
there.
right. Yeah. Little something.
Yeah.
Little Armani. I ain't one of them.
I like that little outfit you got on.
Okay,
Yeah, your hair.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, hair.
Yeah. Yes, her. Okay.
All right.
But like I was saying, I want to put some clarity out there when it comes to not getting the results you want. Okay, specifically in relationships. I'm speaking to my ladies right now. I'm speaking to the ladies that are having a hard time getting along with people in general. Women having problems in their home life with their relationships with people on the job, relationships with your children, and maybe even your parents. But I have to say this specifically with relationships with your significant other. I want to put this vision in your mind. I kind of thought like this. So God is who created us, right?
Right.
All right. And where did women come from?
Adam.
They came from Adam.
Right.
But how?
From his rib.
From his rib. So, in actuality, God had to take something away.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all follow me?
Mm-hmm.
This is deep.
Okay.
He had to take something away for our existence.
Mm-hmm.
So we are clearly a math equation.
Okay.
We're a math equation walking around.
Okay.
So when you think about equations, you think about there's an answer. A lot of times you got to subtract, you got to add, you got to divide, and you're going to get to the magic answer. And he's so strategic and so technical with how he created things that he made it be an answer.
Okay.
Ain't that something?
That's something.
So we weren't even here, and we weren't even thought about until something was taken away from someone else for us to be here.
Exactly.
So women, if you really think about that, you must be here to serve a purpose to that man, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so here we are, these women walking around, placed on this earth because we were given a position. We're only here because something was taken away from man.
Okay.
Now, we got men walking around wanting to lead us, and so it's pretty obvious that we're supposed to be led, right?
Amen.
And the rib is what's missing. What do we need our ribs for?
To protect your heart. Protect your heart.
Oh, y'all heard this? The rib has been designed in the body to protect the heart. So God took away one of a man's ribs. The part that protects his heart is gone. Now hold on. He took the part that was taken from his chest. What protects the most valuable part of the body is the heart. And he created woman from a rib. So he created woman from the piece that was missing from the man. But that's also the piece that protects him from danger, harm, being able to have life and breathe. Come on, your heart is valuable. But also your heart.
You get a round of applause for that, baby. Keep going, baby.
And also, your heart feels everything. Okay? So God intended for you to feel things. When he replaced that rib, when he took that rib out, I'm going to make it a little harder for you, young man, because I'm no longer going to give you that shield on that one side. I'm not going to give you that. I want to see what you can do. See, your heart is valuable, and this is what's going to keep you alive and keep you pumping. But you take my protection away. So God said the man that finds a wife, he finds a good thing. He said, find your rib. You need to find the piece that's missing. The piece that's missing in your life. Now, it's not about you going out here trying to find any old thing. Because if you get anything, then it won't be the thing. You hear me? The thing that you need is missing. And this is what's going to preserve your life. It's going to protect you. And guess what it is? More than anything, you got to think of it this way. I have a job. I must, as a woman, listen, women, you have a job. You have a purpose. But if you don't really understand how that looks, I'm going to show you. Let me give you an example. You found someone that you like, and you're in maybe getting ready to get married. Maybe you've been dating this person for all your life. And there's some things about this person that you don't like. Wow. So I don't like this and I don't like that. But guess what? Maybe, and if it's not you, it's just not you. You're just not the one. But your mind has to be set to be the missing piece. Take your mind and change the way you think. We are result-driven people. We think about something, we want it, and we want to see results. But how many times are you thinking about, man, if God wants me to be next to somebody else, then I must have something in me that person needs. It's got to be something you need. And not only do you recognize that, but you don't feel like you failed because you need something from another person, whether that's a woman or a man. The need is necessary to become one or even to be a pair. If you're not needed, what's the point? Bye. If you're needed, I feel like a stand-up citizen or somebody that I'm playing my role. And what happens when you realize you're in the role you're supposed to be in? You thrive. You thrive at it. So if the man is mature enough to understand, he don't have it all together. He ain't 100. God already, no, you not. God already said at creation, he took something away from you and created something from you. So he's letting you know from the beginning, you were never 100 when he made you.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now.
You ain't 100.
Hey, thy can do no wrong.
You're 95.
Okay.
95.
Well, I guess we also gonna I guess
go
we
with
just
that
got, yeah, because you getting me all.
Hey, because that's what I want to get. I want to get to your head. I want to get to I want you to think. I want to make people think further than what's right here in front of you. Further than you getting turned down for that vehicle. Further than you being turned down for that apartment or that house. Further than you getting the amount of money that you want. I want to make them think further so they can start getting the things that they deserve. See, it's our fault. We settle too much, but we don't. Most importantly, we don't know what we should be doing. We don't know our position. And a lot of times, you just proved it to me a minute ago.
What?
You know what we were talking about, and that's another show.
Yeah.
But we don't know what things look like. We have no idea what it looks like to be happy, what it looks like to have really true, real success. And and in anything we are trying to do. So therefore, we back at this rib that's missing from this man. He walking around handicapped. I ain't no disrespect, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
God already put you in a position of lack. So now it's up to you to find your missing rib. Now, women, the problem with women and the responsibility of the woman, it has been misconstrued. They don't understand what that is. All they know is what they're used to, and a lot of times it's what feels comfortable.
Right.
Or easy. Or if you don't give me what I want, I'm going to hold back till I get what I want until you give me what I want. Then I'm going to give you what you want.
Yeah, that's how I be going, too. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? See, he can't never get it right. Every time I ask him to do this, and that, he don't do what I asked him to do. I'm sick of this. I'm finna find me somebody else. Well, hello. Let me just tell you right now, I done had enough experiences to tell you, you won't find it in a person. The next person gonna have the same problem. And the next person, you gonna get another problem again. Only thing you gonna learn is just a little bit more about a different kind of personality that's not the same as the last one. And that's real.
She's real.
That's real. So when we're defeated because of ourselves. And because we really are sometimes just innocent victims to our circumstances, innocent to all we have available to us. There's no one who cares enough about you to tell you the real. All they want to do is sit up with you and congratulate you on everything you got going on and pretty much just be like, little lambs. Follow up behind folks. But when you that one that stand out amongst the crowd and you have enough confidence in yourself and you realize that I can have anything I want, and that's for real, you really can. You can have it. If you believe it, you can achieve it, like they say.
That's right.
You can have this. I can get anything I want. I know I can.
You going today, girl.
I proved it because you know why? It means a lot to me. And I have passion about the things I'm speaking about. And I really hope and pray I reach people because I know that they're tired of hitting their heads on the wall. They sick of it.
They got enough knots on there.
They do. But look, this is the sad part. Some people have all the things that others wish they had. You got a beautiful woman, beautiful life, beautiful children, wonderful family. They're able to get in their cars and go to work. They got a lot. Vehicles. They have, they're not walking around with diseases. They are blessed.
Yeah.
But they don't see it. They decided that they were not getting what they wanted, so then they zeroed in on this one thing. Don't you see this? One thing. And they can't see all the beauty that's around them. When you don't get the results that you want, take it as it's just another challenge. It's just more work for me. Hey, Superman put on his cape with an S on his chest because he was the one that was coming to save the day.
That's right.
You put your S on your chest.
Right.
And you be the one to save the day. You be the answer. That man not doing what you want him to do. Maybe he had a hard day at work. Maybe he has things on his mind. Have you ever stopped to think, how am I going to, if I'm not needed or if I'm not wanted, and you look ugly all the time because you got your lips all frowned up, walking around demanding what you want from somebody, you think somebody going to come to you?
And I ain't.
Who want to be around that?
That's right.
Who want to be around a person who's always, literally, always not happy? Just a natural glow and smile about yourself because you know God woke you up this morning. Baby, I'm good. My baby's good.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to cook dinner tonight. Just happy off life. But you walk around some people and they just, stank attitudes get you a stank life. And I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Yo-
Life like this.
So look, before we expect something out of others, let's do some homework. Let's learn about what does this look like. Maybe I've never had an actual real example of what something is supposed to look like. So that's where empathy comes in. Empathize. Empathize and say, you know what? That's a good man. Now, that man come home. He taking care of those kids. He might be silly. That's a good thing eventually because you're going to want that later on in life. Don't nobody want no prune. Too serious of a person will not hold your interest long. Is he creative? Does he do things for you? Does he show up when you get a flat tire? Does he show up for the kids when they're sick? But what is it that you're not getting? See, that's what I'm saying. Those characteristics are being laid down, and they're good. They already won half the battle. But sometimes we are so selfish, and we are so immature, and we have yet to really experience certain things, but we know it all.
100.
We already know. I already know, my brother. You can't tell me that. You ain't finna tell me you still. Yesterday you left your clothes in the floor. Who you think you are? You be telling me to put gas in my car and your car on E. Cause you are. It's obvious, young lady. You're not the rib. Can't you hear what I'm saying? The person is pointing out everything wrong about the other person. Then they're nothing but a distraction and keeping that person away from their real partner. See, because your partner got your what?
Back.
Come on.
And your front.
And your side. That's your partner. Your partner
That's
can...
your rib.
Your rib. Because your partner can see you can walk out this door with your hair sticking up in the back of your head because we were arguing, but they know you got something serious that's going on. Your partner is the one that stops the madness and say, hey, before you get out that door, come here. But see, if you too stuck in yourself, you ain't gonna let nobody help you. You can't be told nothing. And then you have expectations. Real talk. You have expectations of a mother to a man. You are acting like his mother. Young man, straighten your shirt out. Pull your pants up. Fix your hat. Young man, I clean this room the right way. You wash my dishes wrong. Young man, what do that sound like? Y'all know I'm speaking that truth. Because you know that's I just got done talking like that to my young men at home, my boys. So I would feel weird about telling my other half where he's lacking. That is not getting ready to come out of my mouth.
Bet not.
I'm not getting ready to do it. He could be wrong as two left shoes, and I mean that. But I'm not. It's a certain way you should be approaching a man that you honor and that you respect. You don't just come at him yapping and hollering and screaming. Be the rib. Be the missing piece.
Okay, I got something for him.
Come on with it.
I know you want to roll.
I'm ready to hear it, though. Because I had to get it out, but I want to hear your version.
Okay, so I went to AI, artificial intelligence, to ask them how not to give up on your relationship, right? And they got some real good points here. First of all, spend time together. Try to make time for your partner, even if your schedules conflict. 2, communicate. Focus on communication and romantic gestures. 3, try new things. Try new activities together or revisit your relationship roots. 4, practice gratitude. Be grateful for your partner. 5, now this is what you already hit on. Accept what you don't like. Acceptance is an act of choice. It's not about giving up or settling.
Say that one more time.
Acceptance is an act of choice. You choose. You got to choose to do that. And it's not about giving up or settling. Just because you accept how it is don't mean that you giving up or you settling.
I think that second part, settling. I'm settling for this. I don't want to settle for that. But just because you recognize, it sounds like it's just pretty much make a decision to be that person's other half and hang in there with them through thick and thin.
Right, because just like you feel like you settling with some stuff with them, they settling for some stuff for you. So I'm just saying. So here's another good one. Consider therapy. A neutral third party can help you and your partner identify negative cycles and communicate better. Seek support. Lean on your friends and family, or consider professional help from a mental health provider or a coach. So that's what AI came up with, and I'm rocking with that. I feel that. Thank you, AI. Whoa! It
You
said
think
thank
therapy
you.
is good?
It said you welcome right back. Hey,
Ooh.
bro, these computers, man, finna take over.
You think therapy is good for men?
Most definitely, yeah, most definitely. I'm always seeking a professional way so I can up my the way I am. You know what I'm saying? Just to self improve, and because you can tell yourself all the ways in the world how you think you need to be better, but there's probably some things that you missing because like we overlook some of the things that we doing to ourselves and we doing to other people. So
Exactly.
we don't be able to really see it, right?
Well, we might not know.
Right, exactly. So you need somebody else to tell you other than your other half because when it come from them, it be taken as you probably got to put yourself on defense mode. You know what I'm saying?
Big
But when
word.
somebody who don't even know you say this what you be doing, then you will be like, dang, this person don't even know me and they seen it about me.
Yeah,
Maybe I can tighten that up.
And it helps when if you did go to therapy and like let's say you had conversations with other people and then they point out something about you and then you heard it, but then when you heard it from someone different than your significant other, it's like, uh-oh, if they saying the same thing,
Right.
I might need to put that finger back at me for a minute. And please don't think that's a bad thing.
Right. Because ain't nothing wrong with getting better.
It's nothing wrong with improving anything.
Especially if it's affecting the other person that you with in a negative fashion.
See, that's a big deal. Okay, so this is something I have to say. You know how you're having a discussion with a person or you want to say there's a disagreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how you have in your mind exactly what it is you're trying to say. You know what you're trying to say inside of you and in your mind. And the only thing the other person can do is receive what you're saying. Receive it. Now listen to the word receive. We receive
the
way we perceive.
we perceive.
We receive the way that we perceive. So I'm thinking something in my head because I'm going to be the deliverer. I have this message that's coming out and I know what I mean, but we have to leave room for mistakes and leave room for the person who's perceiving what we want them to receive because we don't know if they got it. We don't know if they got it the way that we said. But one thing we can't have to stop doing is being so disgusted and upset and instantly go defensive when that person tells us, well, you said this or you did that, and that got them upset. Guess where our focus should be?
On ourselves.
No. We
On
need
what?
to focus on the fact that it's something we did that upset the other person.
Right.
At the end of the day,
ourselves.
it don't matter if you're wrong or if you're right. If you care about someone, and I'm not saying you're human and you are, I feel like you should be given the opportunity to make mistakes, okay? But when you figure it out and you really are listening, that person got upset. And maybe I need to just listen a little bit more. I'm not going to react to it. I'm just going to hear them out. But ultimately, it's not going to kill you to tell that person, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be defensive, but I apologize that there's something I did. And I'm not being sarcastic, but I'm trying to figure out where we're missing each other. That sounds like a mature person speaking that says we missed each other somewhere. And you got to have enough patience to receive it too. I kind of know what I was trying to say, but it's obvious I've done something that ruffled your feathers. So at this point, I'm willing to take full responsibility for whatever it is, because instead of the point I'm making, I care more about how you're feeling.
Okay.
I care more about something is not sitting right with you, and that's how you be the rib. See,
Okay.
you be the rib because you get you out the picture. Mm-hmm. We always think about ourselves first in a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Me. I want to go here. I want this food. I want to make my point. I don't want to hear about you. I'm just telling you about me. But real love is when you are here to be that rib, and my job is actually you. Now, if you want to be single by yourself, do your own thing, then you don't got to consider any of these things. Because that's pure independence, and you are independently living your life how you want to live it. But when you make the decision to join with another person, you already got to start getting your head right. And don't you dare, let me tell you this, don't you dare expect or want something. I know a lot of women, I want to be a wife. Don't you dare fix your lips to say that when you have not even understood what your role is and how to be that. It's no point. Because you're going to be fighting about that before you even step in that position. You don't know. You have no idea. You don't know how to respect. You don't know how to say. You don't know how to just simply fall back. You don't know how to still love when you're not getting your way. You're so angry you hold back until you get what you want. And holding back, it leads you straight to
hell.
Nothing.
Oh.
When you anything you have to get to hold back to receive it, what's the point? What's the point? It's not going to work. And I'm speaking the real. I know it's real. I know it works when you do the opposite. I know that if you are able to pour into others, then you get better results.
Right.
So what you feel about what I'm saying as far as the missing rib?
I love it.
You love it?
Yes, keep going. I just like looking at you talk right now.
You love
going.
it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, why do you love it, though? Why?
Because you my baby.
You're not answering. You being silly. But for real, have you been frustrated? You know what I'm saying? People appreciate being validated. Mm-hmm. People appreciate. It takes time sometimes. Mm-hmm. But it's usually just the smallest little piece we have to change to get the results that we actually want. And that's why you don't give up.
Right.
When you don't get the results you want.
Okay.
You don't.
Good. You probably got to move your chair to the side, too, though.
Y'all just
that big old back of the chair.
Y'all see how I do that? When the men tell me to do something, you see how I just do it.
Man, please. That was bedtime.
I do it. Well, I at least try to do it. I try to be respectful. I am very respectful. Because I'm a person who demands respect. Now that's enough. Don't demand something you can't do yourself. I mean, sometimes I be so mad. I don't want to sit down and hear what this person got to tell me, this man telling me. Right. But he asked me to sit down, so, well, I guess I'll just be late to get my hair done. You know, it's like one of those things where a woman's like, I don't want to do this. But if you truly want to be successful in your relationship or your marriage or your situation, there's going to be a lot of times you're going to have to do things that you really just don't want to do. And that's what makes it work. I know it sounds silly, or it may sound like, what is she talking about? But no, the sacrifices that you are making, they have purpose. And when you fix your heart on the right things, I promise you, like I can't say it enough. I promise this to be true. God is in love and God is love. If God is in the middle, you are not going to fail. But it's not going to be easy.
Oh, I got a good one now, boy.
Let's hear it.
I got 15 points of. See now, L. Okay, I understand that. You gotta, work on them points with your relationship
right.
in order to keep your relationship, right?
Correct.
But it's another side of that coin, though, right?
Come on with it.
The other side of that coin is knowing when to end that relationship.
Ooh.
So I'm on talkify.com. Shout out talkify.com.
Okay,
Yep.
talkify.com.
Talkify.com.
Okay.
I ain't gonna read all of the descriptions, but I'm gonna read just the basic, the points that they hit. Number one, time to end the relationship, right? Yeah.
He's speaking on when it's time to let it go.
Right. You're not feeling like the best version of yourself. That's one.
Okay.
Two, you can't effectively communicate with each other.
Okay.
Three, you feel obligated to stay in the relationship.
Okay.
Look, you said, I know. I know you know where it's coming. I know.
I know all this.
Because, look, number one, you're the one keeping the relationship afloat.
Okay, now wait. Now listen, this is where people get confused, and this is very, very serious, and I hope they catch it.
Okay.
These things that you're speaking on, sometimes it's you.
Right.
It's you.
Right. Okay. That's right.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
I'm just saying because the things that they're speaking on are because you don't know how to be in a relationship.
Talk to them. Talk to them.
You don't even know what it looked like. I said in the beginning, these are great things. And that's why they're not in relationships. That's why they're giving up. Because on the flip side, no one is going to tell them it's them. You got some people to this day got their mouth shut, closed with grudges against people for the longest because they still going to walk away from the relationship thinking it was never me.
Hey, well, you don't need to be in it then if you never can look at yourself. That means you're not taking accountability.
That's it.
So look, number 5, your partner isn't meeting your needs. 6, you're no longer happy. 7, you're constantly fighting. 8, there's no trust. 9, there are signs of abuse.
Oh, big one.
10, you feel stuck in a relationship. Number 11, you don't have the same values.
Oh.
Number 12.
That's a good one.
Number 12, you are no longer intimate.
Yeah.
Number 13, you don't see a future together. Number 14, you're no longer making an effort. You're no longer making an effort. Number 15, this is the last one, and it's crazy. Breaking up is always on your mind. Oh, wow.
Yes. Those are great.
Killers.
The one that stood out more than anything.
To you is
values being different. When
Okay.
your values are different, it sets the pace for everything else to fall a certain way. You can't change people, but I'm going to tell you right now, values have to be on point.
I'll elaborate on that real quick. Says, yes, compromise is a big part of any relationship, but there may be some make or break issues that you just can't get past. For example, maybe you desperately want a baby while your partner doesn't want kids. Or perhaps your polar opposites when it comes to your political beliefs represent major differences in your core values. If you can't find a middle ground, this gap in your belief systems may make it difficult to move forward, and breaking up might be the best solution.
Right, because sometimes breaking up makes you better as a person. And I'm not pointing the finger saying that
Breaking up is a good thing.
that's the point of the whole show, is to teach people to learn how to identify things correctly so that they don't break up for these self-pleasurable things. And that's the point of the show, is that I want them to understand just because you're not getting the results you want doesn't mean that you can't get the results you want.
That's right.
And if you've tried everything possible, and I mean, don't try to see the result, but you've tried everything inside of you. It starts with you.
Right.
And so I'm trying to get people to change the way they think, the way they see things in general. Because if you think a certain way and you're stuck that way, then you're going to be stuck constantly hitting the wall and constantly feeling the same way. And the same thing that, okay, I thought about breaking up all this time. But you're just going to get with someone else and do the same thing if you don't recognize what it looks like, if you don't recognize what good actually is. And that's like giving people false hope, because if you think that it's a fairy tale, which that's my whole motto, is fairy tales. I love fairy tales because I believe dreams do come true, but there is also this reality that life is going to be life. And no matter how we try to avoid life, life's coming for us.
Oh, you know what? I had a dream. Well, speaking of dreams, I had a dream last night. I had a dream that we actually lived together and stuff, right? And I kept leaving the toilet seat up. So what? I mean, it was pee all on the front, like it had splashed out on the floor, all of that. And you was telling me nicely, you know, you told me a couple times nicely. Then it was this third time. You went in there, the toilet seat was up, you slipped on some pee and fell in the toilet. Whole booty was in the toilet because the toilet seat was up, right?
What?
Oh my God, you were so mad, right?
Yeah, I bet.
You got up, pulled your wig off, looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin, had 2 cans of beer, bust them on your head like this, drunk them like that, came, grabbed me up out the bed, Stone Cold Steve Austin, boom, slam me.
And I slammed you.
Slam me.
You know what
Broke
I think?
my whole
Let me
jaw.
go into another mode. Da. Okay, I'm going to tell you what your dream was all about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you a dream interpreter,
A
I
dream
heard.
interpreter.
Okay.
Sounds like you were a little fearful to begin with. You were trying to follow my rules and make sure that I didn't slip on pee and fall in the toilet. But it happened one in particular time.
Right.
And it had happened a couple times before that, so you already know what you was doing wrong.
I was asleep, though. I was asleep.
You know it.
You know, like when you get up in the middle of the night, go pee, then go to sleep. Oh, my God, they be feeling the
my
best.
My kids, I've been through this, okay?
Yeah.
Let's not even go there where you sit down and you got boys in the house.
Yeah.
I know all about that. So maybe in your dream, it was signifying that anger is something that you used to have in your life. Maybe you've had those, I'm going to go deep, as a child. You could have been the type of child whose parent was like, you better not do this, you better not do that. And then once you were caught doing, you were probably the kid that defied everything that was told to you. And you was going, you tried it anyway. And then that parent was a big disciplinarian. They had to discipline you.
Oh, okay.
And see, you might be also fearful. Also inside of you, I hear you could be fearful of the mistakes that you make. You could have something inside of you that has nothing to do with me. It has to do with your fear of messing up, fear of creating that type of outcome. So sometimes when we think of something and it's deep down and we don't think it's showing. Nobody know I don't like that. You know I'm that way. But your dream was probably signifying those deep down feelings of, okay, I just want to make sure I do everything right for this person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm in fear of them blowing up. I'm in fear of them being this. Okay. Whoop,
For Shine. Give
okay.
up one of DJ Clue bombs for Shine.
Dream interpreter.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what that was. Because I know good and well I wouldn't take 2 beer cans and smash them on the side of my head. And I'm that strong I can lift you and slam you.
Yeah.
Really? In real life? No, I don't think so.
You might. If
I'm
you that
pretty
mad.
strong. Well, I have to make sure my anger stay down. That's why I don't let it. I try not to let my anger tip me because it can.
Okay.
So, see, but as you get older, you look different. You become more mature in your words and your thoughts and everything. Things can't even get to me like they used to. People will never have success with me like they had success with whatever they were trying to do before. They'll never get to me because at this age, I have learned that I don't need people to be happy. I've learned that I have to be happy with inside of myself first. And I know what that's like. I know what it's like spending time with myself, dating myself, walking on walks. I mean, love it, love it, love it. So ultimately, you don't have to give up.
All right.
You don't have to give up because your results are going to come from you. They're not going to come from anyone else. And so if you can figure out how to be the missing piece, figure out how to be a rib to a man if you're a woman, and men, figure out how to lead in such a way that that woman is able to be a feminine around you. Let her be a woman. She doesn't need to be walking around being a man and you a man. So go ahead and put your arms around her and protect her. And do it when you're not getting the results you want. See where it gets you. So I hope today was good for everybody and they took that information in and they won't give up.
It was definitely good for me.
Give up. I don't want you to give up. I want you to call me and let me know, guess what? It worked. Guess what? I'm claiming what's mine. I'm coming for mine.
Okay.
Go for yours and hold on to it if it's even just a little good. Because it ain't nothing out here that's better.
Amen.
All right. So we're going to wrap up today's show with that. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. And if you have something that you want to ask me on a personal level or need some advice on anything, inbox me on my Facebook page. And I'll be more than happy to give you some wonderful advice. Until next time, I'm going to see you again on Royal Reality Radio. And thank you for your support. Feel man.